much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into this intuitive tarot reading for the collective. Okay, so we have the Strength card as well as Twin Flames. You could be drawing a lot of strength at this time from, focusing on natural aspects of life, like just literally being out in nature, taking the time to rest. You could also be getting a lot of empowerment between each other. This connection is something that you both have felt like you needed to kind of unplug and recharge. A lot of the false beliefs and facades have fallen, and a lot of this is because you both have been able to really connect with each other. There was outside factors that were trying to cause you to be in a very like tumultuous type of situation, and a lot of this is being recalled at this time with nostalgia and memories. You both are being able to draw on each other's strengths and understanding that you both may have come through and evolved through a lot of different situations, which is why the false beliefs and facades have fallen. There are karmic energies that may have been surrounding this connection, and you may have wondered, like, why were there those that were trying to cause confusion, manipulation, some type of distrust between the masculine and the feminine. um yeah, detachment and cold. It's caused you both to separate a lot energetically from those external factors outside of you, because on a deeper level, with a nurturing, with a compassion that you both share, you understand that this is what is a threat to many individuals outside of you. Many don't even understand why you have become cold and detached towards them, and others may be in denial about it. But you both understand that it's important in order for you both to actually usher in this inner child healing. This has been a long time coming, and what is happening is that the nurturing, the compassion that you both share between each other, this has brought you forth out of the illusion of the matrix, out of the illusions of external factors. And I mean, this could have been relatives, this could have been parents, siblings, just so many different people were trying to come up with this connection. But there are so many other people that really understand that this is a beautiful, amazing connection that brings about healing to others. And so with the inner child healing that's happening right now, okay, this is a process of coming together. You could also be experiencing some level of reunion that's happening, and those external factors did not want to see that happen. With the self-love, creation, and intentions here, by focusing more so on what it is that you want, opposed to having some level of fear in regards to the connection. This is bringing you forth out of the darkness into the light, because I'm definitely picking up with the facades and false beliefs. There is those that wanted you to be stuck in that victimhood. They wanted you to be stuck in that wounded inner child resonance that they may have once utilized as a tool to cause manipulation. Let's move the cards over a bit more. They may have utilized that as a tool to further cause manipulation, for the masculine and the feminine energies. And now that energy cannot be suppressed anymore. There's a renewal, a sense of spark when it comes to the masculine and the feminine. And this has happened as an aspect of awakening, remembrance. Okay, getting into alignment with truth and knowing that justice prevails when you allow yourself to really embody who you really are, loving yourself and knowing that your presence is a gift. And being that you may have had to go detached or cold towards people outside of yourself, relationships, this could have been siblings, this could have been parents for some even. But what has happened is that you may have planted some seeds in spring. Literally, there may have been things that you have been working on in regard to maybe things that edify yourself. Maybe it could have been a type of career or something. Maybe it could just be, you're working on healing aspects of yourself that may have been left may have been, suppressed or in some aspects, but the interference that these karmic energies try to bring to you and the masculine, because again, this is resonating for both the masculine and the feminine. Even as I say that, we have the spy card coming here. So the mere fact that you can sense that these people are lurking, these people are watching, it almost seems like you are an obsession of them. They want to somehow try to cause some type of confusion when it comes to this connection. And a lot of it's because this is a true soul connection. So if you've been feeling the need to separate yourself, to release yourself from the control dynamic that these people try to play, some of these people try to get in the masculine's head, some try to get in the feminine head. But if you have decided to separate yourself from that type of energy, that is showing that you are evolving. You're actually being open to this new level of awakening that's happening. Many karmic cycles have been closed at this time because you see the truth for what it is. In the past, you may have been confused in regard to the motives of these people that try to interject themselves into your relationship, into your lives. But now you have a great sense of clarity in how a lot of the healing that's happening with this inner child healing was at the behest of what others were doing towards you. Like, you may have tolerated some levels of dysfunction because you may have thought that, okay, these are people that are an extension of me or extension of my masculine. I have to somehow keep them somewhat in my lives. But you realize that by doing so, you are only enabling them to not only further bring chaos to you, but to bring confusion, to plant seeds of vitriol, to plant seeds of doubt or confusion or chaos within your relationship with your twin soul. And by the mere fact that you've decided to separate yourself from that energy, that is amazing, that's beautiful, and that also provides insight for your masculine to also follow suit. At this time, you could be evolving to your North Node, focusing on your purpose, focusing on the things that bring life to you, opposed to things that try to second guess you. Some of these energies, outside of you, they may have wanted to see the bad in you, and it may have baffled you. Like, why are they trying to make it seem like I'm doing something bad? Maybe you have a different belief system. Maybe it's because you walk your own way and it's something they can't control, so they try to see bad where there is really no bad. A lot of this is projections of what they have going on within themselves because they have bad residing within them. Also with like in doubt, okay, this is the energy they want the masculine to be in, but the truth of the matter is that the masculine sees true love when it comes to this connection, and they're actually in this energy right now of comparing and contrasting with the guilt and sabotage card. Okay, this card actually came out of reverse, but I'll show it this way for you. But these energies outside of this connection, they wanted the masculine to constantly be in this state of sabotage, guilt, and being burdened. And spirit is wanting you to know that they're actually coming out of that energy. They realize that there were a lot of things that they may have done that they may not necessarily be very happy with, but they understand that they can change the course of those dynamics. They can redeem themselves. And a lot of them are also getting insight from their dream realm. Okay, they're getting messages from spirit, from God. And so spirit wants you to continue to stay, stay hopeful, stay optimistic in regard to the connection. Even things that you may see as residue in the 3D, don't allow those things to overtake you. Don't allow those things to be the dominant type of being in regard to the masculine and the feminine. Knowing that sometimes some things have to come up in order for them to be healed. Things have to be revealed to be healed sometimes, but it's not your responsibility to take on the healing for the masculine. The masculine actually going through this inner child healing, just as you, divine feminine, go on your own inner child healing. But it's like spirit is guiding you to, because I'm definitely picking up messages. 3 could be very relevant right now. 21 could be relevant as well. And again, we have the angels and ancestors. You're both being guided towards healing within this connection. And this is something that these individuals, and I'm feeling a sense of deja vu right now, there is a remembrance of the power of this love. And right now, Spirit is guiding you towards your North Star, towards your North Node, your life purpose. So, what is driving you to heal at this time? What is, and I say heal in a sense that many of you, you may not necessarily be in this energy of needing to heal, like literally, but I mean, like on another level, like emotionally, like you may have had a certain perspective about how you know, the dynamic you have between you and your masculine, and so that aspect of yourself is no longer. Now you realize that the focus should primarily be on self. Focusing outward is also an illusion, and it causes to go through those cycles. And now that the karmic cycles are closed, now that you know the truth of this union and the power that resides within this union, Spirit is wanting you to lend yourself to this experience, meaning what you're being mirrored within the masculine is to love yourself. If you're getting some level of rejection, if you're getting some level of confusion, that means that you need to focus more so on self. Okay, you may in some aspects have to be somewhat detached from your masculine per se, because it's like there is that magnetism that comes between you and the masculine. So by you pulling more so away, they want to lean more so into you. Okay, so that runner chaser dynamic begins to shift into more a positive aspect when you pull away, because the masculine should naturally pursue you. That is the course of action. And so your angel and ancestors giving you this keen insight during this time, and spirit is wanting you to know that it's already happened. Like you have ignited this fire in the masculine by you being true to yourself, by you loving yourself, correcting your wrongs. There definitely may have been things that you may have done or said that you may now realize that it was an aspect of like projections from others. Like, and so now that you have a sense of clarity about this connection, understand that you're beginning to receive wish fulfillment. You are wish fulfillment. The masculine wants to take this sacred action towards you, towards this connection, and it is requiring a great sense of self accountability on their end. Many of them may have, yeah, many of them may have been deceived about a lot of projections from others that were trying to put these projections on them, but they really model themselves based on what it is that you do. You could be someone where you have this keen connection to source, to great spirit, to God, and it's something that they admire as well. Like you embody this alchemical type of energy where if they're not feeling their best, they know. All right, so as I continue, they try to really, this is so powerful right now. Like all the inklings that you had, the intuition that you had in regards to people that may have been surrounding you and your masculine, trust and believe that your intuition was spot on. There's individuals that try to encourage your masculine to deceive you. They wanted your masculine to be in the inverse when it comes to being honorable, loyal, being loving. They wanted the masculine to be downtrodden, like with a lot of vices, with addictions, with all sorts of things. But with this partying external card coming out in reverse, they don't have that appeal over the masculine like they once had in the past, because the masculine realizes that there's no comparison to the family dynamic that he has with his twin soul, twin flame, the divine feminine. Those distractions, because that's really what it was, is people try to um, seduce the masculine with distractions to cause the masculine to jeopardize his connection with the feminine, but that energy can no longer prevail, and these people understand now. They may not fully grasp it, but they realize that something is different. Like they don't have that level of control that they thought they had over the masculine. The toxicity and the patterns are no longer. Okay, and a lot of this is because when you decided to shift forward, because what happened too is like some of these people assume that they could try to cause dysfunction within you and the masculine, and hopefully that you would, get into the level of dysfunctions too, and cause you to miss out on your blessings. But what ended up happening was you ended up breaking free from those toxic bonds, toxic projections, ignoring your 3D, living in the end. And this definitely closed out some major cycles. Let's see what else we have, Holy Spirit. So just understand that those that came up against this connection, there is unexpected storms that are arriving in their lives now. And it's nothing for you to feel bad about. Like, I'm picking up within the next few days for some, even for the next few weeks, there's going to be a series of karmic intervention